The cowbells are clanging every time you visit Starkville, Mississippi. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Quarterback may change this route. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carry?
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go to the counter play. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Man, offenses are getting really creative in the way they run their counter plays now. They pull different guys. They pull a guard. They pull a tackle. They pull a guard and a tackle. So really keeping the defenses off balance. You can't just key on wherever the tight end is. You got to realize they can show you one thing and come back with another.
Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. He's looking to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up 4th down.
They'll start on the ground with Bothwell. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. They'll send the back in motion. Taylor wants to throw it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. Wants to return it. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Might as well stick with him. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out to the right. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Taylor wants to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. give to the running back. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Bulldogs are rolling down the field. They'll give it to Fluff. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really struggled, and now starting to put a drive together, get their feet a little bit wet. Now you can see they're starting to get pretty comfortable.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Right back to the well. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Mississippi State hoping to ring up a score in this red zone trip. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. And tackled there by the defense. They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. Taylor wants to throw it. Out of the backfield, he's open. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. He'll keep it himself. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's a give to Bothwell. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
And this defense has had an elite first half. Kept them off the scoreboard. They put a drive together right before the half. Talk about some momentum. Hold them to a field goal here on this 3rd down. Don't let them get a touchdown. They've played so well this first half.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Taylor wants to throw. Makes the catch. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Mississippi State right back to the line. Defense in press coverage. They'll run it with Bothwell. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
They'll try it again from the one on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Here comes the offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. At the 35, he's loose. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Fights off the defender. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Keeper. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And man, this is a big decision coming up, right? Like, this is still a tie football game. So if you get stopped on 4th down, man, you're setting the other team up with good field position, almost in field goal position right off the jump. This is a big 4th down play.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Gets the back moving. Taylor wants to throw it. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
The Gators have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They go to the counter. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Using his feet. He locked up and held on to bring him down. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete in the middle. Makes the catch, and he's free. The tag! And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gators!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. Powers through the defender. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Mississippi State going up tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Breaks the tackle. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Taylor wants to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Evans. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Give to the back. Might have a chance. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. Fires to the tight end. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Just burrowed right into the middle, and this clock keeps running here late in the 2nd quarter. And that'll do it. Here in the 2nd quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. We're just about ready to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Bluff Bothwell again. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Taylor wants to throw it. Looking left. Pulls it in. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Mississippi State right back to the line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Wilson open on the right side. There he goes. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
180, raise car. 180, raise car. The run inside. It's Wilson. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They'll go right back to the run. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Taylor wants to throw. The quick out. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. Fires quickly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Their first possession of this third quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that run.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Jaden one more time. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that. Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23.
But we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's West. Breaks free, and he might be gone. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Mississippi State going up tempo.
886 bouncing. 886 bouncing.
They'll give it to Fluff. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. head to the quarter break. Mississippi State has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Fires to the right. Got his man. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Taylor wants to throw it. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Singleton. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running at...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Goes high to pull it in. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Here's a heat. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it. And he got it so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down. And After that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Trying to do it on the ground. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on 4th down.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's a give to Bothwell. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The door looked slammed shut in this one, but that last interception, maybe just the slightest crack in opening here. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
He is in! Touchdown, Florida!
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Running inside, it's Crosby. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Let's see what they've got on second down. Keeps it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Taylor wants to throw. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Gators! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football, looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wilson. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Sends it back in motion. Got his man out of the backfield. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to...
Maybe a crease. Sticking with the run and the run-pass option, and in this situation, anything it takes to wrap up the victory. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a